So I figured we would just do a little Q&A today. That rhymes. My hair is just driving me crazy. Zozo, go get your ball. I literally have firearms in an hour. I figured I would just sit down and answer the questions that you guys submitted. I just have to find it. Doink. So we're just gonna run through these questions, answer them. Might as well grab a snack and a drink. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do. I would love to have you here. I do a lot of police related content, specifically humanizing the badge and kind of sharing my process and tips and tricks on how to become a police officer. So if you're interested in that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. I also do a lot of lifestyle content as well. Let's jump into the questions. Did you know anyone in the academy with chronic health issues? So I know of someone who became a police officer who has stomach issues that can sometimes be problematic. I didn't know anyone specifically in my academy that had any chronic health issues, but if you feel like you could push through it, then go for it. Don't let anything stop you from achieving your goals and dreams, because those goals and dreams aren't going to chase you back. So chase them. How many hours on your police shift? We work 8s. For overtime, it's 12. How did you decide to pursue a law enforcement career? So I initially wanted to be in fashion merchandising. I'm a big fashion makeup girly, but when I had talked to my parents back when I was in, I don't know, high school, college, my mom said that I wouldn't get anywhere with that, which I know, rude, but at least she was being honest. And she suggested something with like the FBI. And back then I was quite interested in Spanish and learning Spanish. I still want to learn it fluently. And she had me talk to this FBI agent and they're like, oh, just start off as a police officer. So that's the avenue that I took. I put myself through the academy and got hired by a local agency while I was still in the academy. They reached out, they noticed that I was going through phase 1 and they offered me a job. It's not my dream job, but it pays the bills and I've learned so much from this career that I wouldn't trade it for the world. What would you say the positives and negatives are about being a police officer? Well, the positives are that you can help people when the opportunity presents itself. You also learn a lot about life. You learn communication skills, you gain patience. There's a lot of great things that you learn while being on this job. You learn how to defend yourself. You learn how to shoot. I mean, you just learn so freaking much. And I wouldn't trade that for the world, like I just said. The negatives are, I mean, people, you always encounter people that don't support the police. Sometimes your hands are tied and you genuinely can't help people, which is also a negative. Missing holidays, that's not ideal, especially for me because I'm such a big family person, so that kind of bothers me. And also you see a lot of bad calls. People are calling you because they're having a bad day or something bad has happened, so that's also a negative and something to keep in mind. What was your toughest call? So there's 3 that stick out in my mind. There was an accident that, this was back when I was on nights. There was a motor vehicle collision that occurred and 3 people were killed on impact. And just like seeing the way that their bodies were was crazy. Like, it's just horrible what happens to these people. The second one is a deceased 1-year-old. That was pretty hard because, you know, it's sad to see that. And then to see the parents' reaction was even worse. And then, well, the deceased 1-year-old, it was because she had illnesses, which is so sad. And then the third one is a dog being hit by a car. I'm a very big animal lover and I like instantly started crying. And there's no shame to that. Like, I tried to keep it together as best as I could, and unfortunately my emotions kind of got the best of me. Luckily I had sunglasses on, so that kind of helped a little, but animals are hard for me. I love them so much. Hello, I really enjoy your fun content. Oh, thank you so much. I just graduated the academy. I'm in the jail side in my department. My hope is to go to the road sooner than later. My department is great and working with me so I can make an EMT course. Oh, nice. How on earth does one get adequate sleep and workouts? I'm on days, so lucky for me, I'm able to work out after my shift, and that's just the routine that I found that works for me in my life. A lot of my coworkers go before their shift. What works best for me is working out afterwards. Now, if you work on a different shift, like say if it's nights or something, you just have to find what works best for you. Sometimes I struggle with this because last week I had overtime, I had appointments, I had things that were going on and my workouts kind of suffered. But if you have weeks like that, don't beat yourself up. Just next week, try harder, see if you can, you know, really implement those workouts and see if you can get it done. Going before your shift, going after your shift, again, whatever fits in your life. And eating healthy really is a struggle. If you don't follow me on my other platforms, I'm actually doing a Chunkalulu series where I'm trying not to be a Chunkalulu. So I'm actively trying not to eat a lot. I'm actively moving as much as I can because I don't want to be a chunk. I can't. I need to drop some poundage. And yeah, so fitness and eating right has really been at the top of my list. And when I'm not able to get a workout in, I just feel miserable. So it's whatever works best for your schedule. My schedule, I go right after work. That way I don't have any opportunity to be like, oh, I don't want to go. No, I'm driving my ass to the gym. I'm getting it over with, and that's it. On my days off, I go in the morning so that it's done and over with. So it really is like what works best for you, where you can find time. Was it hard to decide between specific jobs within law enforcement? If so, how did you? I'm interested in several, but I only have time for one. So I'm assuming you mean like detective, evidence technician, and stuff like that. So you always have to start off as a police officer. You can't go into an agency and be like, oh, I'm applying for the detective job. That's not how it works. Everyone starts off as a police officer and you're able to build your way up. Now, starting off as a cop, you learn a bunch of stuff and then you seek your interest. If you're interested in evidence, if you're interested in detective work, that's where you branch off and see what you're interested in. And there's like so much training, endless trainings that you can go to learn more about these topics. So that's how you figure it out, is branching off into these other topics. And it takes time. I wouldn't rush it. Is your boyfriend a cop? If so, how does he feel about you being a cop? Does he like it or worry? Thank you, just curious. He is not a cop, which I personally prefer. He doesn't seem like he worries. He's just one of those guys. If you were a police officer, what would you be doing? Something in fashion or makeup. I feel like fashion merchandising would have been my calling because that's when you buy clothes for the stores. You kind of like have to stay on top of trends and stuff like that. So I feel like that would be so freaking cool. How do you get reports done for the DA if needed? So we don't specifically do reports for the DA. That's district attorney. We respond to a call, collect all the information. If it's deemed a report-worthy incident, then we document it on a report, and all of that paperwork that's collected gets forwarded to the DA. We don't specifically do reports for DAs. How is law enforcement career going? How many years on the job? So it's going okay. I mean, it's fine. I make it a priority to get home safe every day. And I've been on 9 years, which is crazy. You know, some of the stuff kind of gets old. You're kind of just like, all right, I'm sick of dealing with this or that, or your routine of getting up at such and such time, and then you have to, you know, sometimes you get sick of that stuff. So I really utilize my off time where I rest and recharge, because that's so important. Do you find the calls you attend can be stranger than fiction, more unbelievable? Yeah, every time we go to something like crazy, we're always just like, this is unbelievable. You can't make this shit up. Like, so, some of these like things that people ask, or like incidents that they get themselves into, it's like, you really can't make it up. We obviously try to use care and compassion and, you know, be empathetic, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, I really can't believe that this is what's going on. Did you have to prove yourself more than the guys before you became a police officer? I feel like I had to. Whether it's like proving to myself or proving to them that I can do it. Yeah, I definitely think that that's a thing. But also, don't lose sight of who you are when trying to prove something to these people. At the end of the day, they're just your coworkers. So do the best absolute job that you can, and that's all you can do. Don't make proving something to someone your top priority, because it's not. Just show that you can do the job, show that you can do it well, but don't lose sight of who you are. Can you do some video demonstrations of arrest? No, because I feel like that's weird. Those were all of the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And if you have any further questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't follow me on my other social medias. Make sure that you do, because I post in real time over there. And I think you guys will definitely enjoy that. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.